to embrace the competition. You've had a lot of competition on the recruiting circuit. You seem to not only have embraced it, but are energized by it. What's it like going up against people the likes of Mike Krzyzewski, Bill Self, and now Penny Hardaway?
Well, the biggest thing is, I've said it all along, I think I'm overrated as a recruiter. We've had kids that made the decision to come here, and it's played out well for almost all of them, but, my thing is, I want to be able to sleep at night. I want to make sure that I'm telling the truth. I want to make sure that, I'm sticking with guys. A guy like Hami, he started and had 18 points. Everybody was going crazy, and knowing what our jobs are here means that we don't get every kid. And we get the ones we are supposed to get. It just kind of plays out that way, and it always has. And it's not changed my approach to this. Now, maybe because of social media and the video games and the stuff, that there's a different, not as much on the playgrounds and the pickup and the fight for and maybe they do want to hear that it's going to be easier and this, and but I come back to the same thing. I got to be able to sleep at night knowing that I'm being honest. I'm not embellishing. I'm trying to be, here's what it is. And I'm not saying that against anybody else. Everybody recruits the way they recruit. But you got good programs and good coaches, and that's why we don't get everybody we recruit. We're not the only ones out there trying to get good players and trying to help kids.
Cal, is it exhausting at all, knowing you're working on this team right now, but you already have to worry about next year's roster, knowing as much turnover as you kind of have year to year?
The thing that is exhausting to me is that I don't have a rear view mirror in my car, and everything is that way. So I don't really look back and remember how hard it is when you're going through a season. I remember the end of the run, the season ending, and all the other stuff. And so what tires you out is the grind of, I gotta make sure I'm putting these kids in the right spot. I gotta make sure who's struggling. All right, how do I bring them in? How do I get each individual playing better? How do I make this about this team? How do I get them to understand to be great teammates? How do I not prepare them game to game, prepare them to get better in the process? And I tried to skip some steps early in the year. How did that work? Not real good. And so now, here we're playing Winthrop. And you may say, Winthrop, Pat has done a great job with this team. He's got seniors. He's got guards. One's averaging 20 a game. The other's averaging whatever. They're shooting 33s a game. And we've really guarded the three pretty well so far this year. And they play fast. They drive the ball. They space the court. All stuff that it's going to show us where are we now compared to where we were 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago.
Okay.
So it's like this game. This is VMI. Oh, you're going to bury VMI. Oh, yeah? They make 19 of 38 threes.
Cal, to your point, I think you guys are 330-something in three-point percentage defense right now. You said the other night, my teams don't leave corners. This team is leaving corners. What do you
Hands down,
What do
guarding.
you do in a practice that stops that?
You keep drilling it and talking about it, but there's going to be game slippage. We talked about it, showing the tape. You left. How are we playing this? What were we talking about? Why would you do this and not that? I got it. Hands up. Stop the tape. There's the guy playing like this. The guy released the ball, and the guy went like that, and then said, "I had my hand up. I had my hand up." You didn't have your hand up. Your hand was down. The ball went over your head, and then you went like that. I have my hand up. So you just drill it, you whoop, stop, on the baseline run. But they're going to get it. You try to push it along, but they're going to get it on their terms. It's just how this stuff goes. And like I tell them about games, I mean, if someone's not playing well, he's not playing as much. We'll deal with you in practice. It's your responsibility to perform. If you're playing well, you're going to play more. just how it is. Gotta get a couple guys playing better. Yesterday's individual work, I had a ball because I was able to get with small groups and really zone in on individual guys. You know, but we, you know, it's a process. This is never easy. It is tiring, like, it's tiring. And, but I don't think there's anything else I'd rather do than try to prepare a team. Again, for us, our goal every year is that we're playing our best basketball at the end of the year. And, you know, obviously, we got a lot of upside right now.
This three-point defense, is that a